And back again 2 years in a row, and I found Danny Baldwin. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed every day. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I know it's a little rainy today, but everybody's having such an amazing experience socializing and meeting with people that they haven't seen in a little bit. Anybody here that you've seen so far today?
Well, you know, the funny thing about these events are I've trimmed it down now to like the 4 or so that I go to, and this is one of them because I love Victor so much. And but I get to come. This is one I get to see Julius at. So I always see Julius serving at this. I've known Julius since I was, early in my career, 30 plus years now, and so I look forward to seeing Julius and a couple of the other guys here. Kevin Sorbo, a Christian brother of mine who I see at this tournament every time. So it's nice. There's about 4 or 5 guys each time I go that I know I'm going to lock in and see.
Now I know since we saw you last, you now have a new baby.
I do. I'm an old man with a little baby and a beautiful young wife. She said to me one of the greatest lines that Deasia said to me. She goes, you're the man I want to have babies with. And I thought, what a great compliment. No, but think about it. You're the man I want to go out with. You're the man I want to sleep with. You're the man I want to have babies with. That's a big, big compliment. So I said, okay, let's go.
It took you no time at all, but I think what's important to you, from people that follow you, like I know I follow you on social media, you are a role model and you are a fantastic father. Now, you're welcome. When we come to events like this, Victor Green is so passionate about helping our youth. What lessons are you teaching your daughters? And of course, where do you think we are going in a society that maybe one little word can make a big difference?
Wow, that's a big, long...
We can cut it down.
Well, especially for my daughters, I raised my 2 teenage daughters, and it's a very trying time. Sorry, I ate just before I got here. But I've done things that I'm not worried about being popular. So I had to say to my daughter a couple of things recently in the last few months. I said, I'm your father and I love you. And I want to be friendly with you, but please make no mistake about it. I'm not one of your friends, so you don't talk to me like you talk to your friends. And this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. I will listen to what you want, and I'll take into consideration the things you want. But at the end of the day, it's my job and my responsibility to make those decisions that I think are best for you. For instance, I've had a lot of parents ask me, how do you modify? I heard that your kids take their phones and they put them in the cabinet in the kitchen and they get them back when they get off the bus on Friday. I said, they get off the bus on Friday, they get their phones. Sunday night at dinner, the phones go back in and they don't see the phone all week. And they said, well, how would you do that? I went, well, that's a rule in the house. I pay for the phones. So that's the way it is. They don't have TikTok anymore. I took it off the phone. I'm about to lose Snapchat if it continues to escalate, because I can see the hours and I can watch. So their personal relationship with God, their schoolwork, and a little bit of work, not a lot, but a little bit of work out of the house. And I afford them a really nice lifestyle for that. And I have to go out and go make, she said to me, my daughter said, well, I'm thinking when I get my license in the spring, I'm thinking a Range Rover. I said, great, like a 1995 Range Rover. I go, you think I'm going to go spend $80,000 for a junior in high school? I said, no one bought me. My father didn't buy me I went to the mail department and bought one of the old mail cars because they would auction them up for like $400 when I was a junior in high school. And I had to come up with the $400. I'm not buying you a Range Rover. Like, what are you talking about? So I instill some old school stuff in them to try to keep them level-headed, and I spoil them from time to time. They certainly have it way better than I ever had. Me, Beth, Alec, Jane, Billy, and Steven, we never had the things my kids have now, but no, they have to work.
I love that. And last question, we know you're visiting Long Island. You are from Massapequa. Have you visited anybody in the town?
I didn't. I flew in last night. I called my wife up and I said, we have to go out to dinner at 7. It's like 4 now. And she said, okay, well, why don't you take a nap? I said, I think I'm going to. I woke up, it was 8:44 or something. I missed a whole dinner. I missed everything. I slept. I went downstairs. I got something to eat. I went right back up and slept again. I feel so good. I don't care about the rain. I'm ready to play.
You feel good because you have a new baby at home and you're sleeping through the night.
That's true. My wife's a lawyer, and so she goes back from maternity leave soon, and she looked at me and she goes, "Don't worry, because I got to go to work soon. It's going to all be you."
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. Once again, we are coming to you live from the Victor Green Celebrity Golf Outing. Stay tuned. We're getting ready to bring you another amazing guest.